For me, it's 6 o'clock. Welcome. We are so excited that you have joined our team, that you've taken the leap and you've started your own business with It Works Global. We cannot wait to just share some tips with you tonight to help you get started strong and make sure that as you are beginning your journey in this business, that you are doing it with intention and that you're setting yourself up for success, not only in the first little bit as you're getting started, but also in the long run as a distributor. So we are going to just jump right in. The first thing that I just wanted to say is that if you've just started this business, first of all, you've done the first step. You've joined, you've started, you're now a It Works distributor, but now you have to just start. You have to just start putting one foot in front of the other and doing the things that are going to get you to be successful. I know that it can feel scary when you're first beginning and you're waiting for that business kit to come in the mail, but the best piece of advice that I can give you is don't wait. Don't wait for that business kit to come in the mail to start your journey. Get excited. Start posting, start sharing, start talking about this thing that you've now started in your life and share all of the reasons why you've decided to join this. And we'll go over the specifics of how you can best share this with your friends and your family and your networks. But just get started. Dig in, watch your training videos. Look for training videos on YouTube. When I got started, one of the biggest things that got me off to a strong start was I watched training video after training video after training video. I had them on when I was doing the laundry. I had them on when I was cooking. I had them on every morning when I was doing makeup. And it just got me in this right frame of mind and learning. I just wanted to learn everything I could about how to be a successful distributor and how to run this business successfully. So we're each going to go through and just share a little bit that can help you as you're getting started on your journey. But first of all, my name is Claire. I am a triple diamond leader with It Works, and we are all part of your team. Everyone that you're going to hear speak tonight is all leaders on your team, which is so incredible. I started this business about 18 months ago, and I started it just because I wanted a little bit of extra money for myself and for my family, just to pay some bills. Money was really tight. But I quickly got a dream that was so much bigger than that because I realized the potential of this company and I wanted to retire my husband, which I was able to do only 5 months into this business. And now we're 6-figure income earners and we are so thankful for this opportunity. And I love sharing it with others and especially sharing with you how you can be successful. So we're going to jump right in and Sarah is going to take you through some of the basics of getting started.
All right, you guys. Hey, welcome to this training. I'm so excited for you guys. Here's the reality. Just the fact that you're on this right now shows me that you are invested in your business and that you want to succeed. And wanting to succeed in this is literally the most important thing because if you decide that you're going to do well in this business, then you're going to do well. Katie is somebody who always said, this business works 100% of the time for people who work it. So you being on this training is just shows me that you want this to work for you. So I'm really proud of you for just hopping on tonight. If you're working or something and you're watching the replay, same goes for you. This is so important. Just watching these trainings and stuff like that is so important. And the fact that you're making it a priority is just shows me a lot about how you're going to do in this business. So you just joined. The first thing you're going to want to do is log into your eSuite. Your ID number, if you don't remember what it is, or if you didn't write it down, or if you can't find it in your email, ask your enroller because they'll be able to find it for you. So log in with your ID number, and then you'll see a black screen with green words and white words, and that is your eSuite. There are some really important things that you'll want to do. First, you'll want to put your social security number in there. There'll be like a pop-up. Make sure to enter in that information because that's how you're going to get paid. Okay, so that's super important to do right away. Then you want to click on the U. It Works U, and that's your training. There's about 2 hours of videos in there. You'll just click through and just watch them. Those are really awesome to just kind of give you a really good overview of this company. It'll show you some of our leaders and our CEO and our, kind of our corporate team there. And just really, really good basis foundation for you learning more and more about this business. Another thing, just click around, see what's on there. You'll see a document library. That's going to have your charts. It's going to have information about the products. It's going to have just a myriad of information that is going to be really helpful to you, especially down the road. So look at that and just kind of see what's there. Reports, that little thing is going to be where you're going to live in this business. I view my reports multiple times a day at this point, and it's just showing you, you know, kind of your team. So take a look at that and get yourself a little bit familiar with that. Here's what I'll say about your eSuite. If you look at it and you're 1,000,000% overwhelmed and you don't know what anything is, that's okay. You'll learn eSuite when you need to learn eSuite. You'll learn it as you start growing your team and as you start growing your business, and that's all that matters, is that you'll learn it as you go, okay? So that's eSuite. The next thing that you're gonna wanna do, your enroller is gonna add you to Freedom Legacy, and they'll probably add you to another group called Elite Legacy. There might be some other pages. They might not add you to both of those right away. Every leader does it differently, but you'll for sure be on Freedom Legacy. So you'll want to make sure to check into that page every single day. This is something, even if you work full time, it just takes a couple minutes to just click on it and look to see if anything was posted that day. That's where we're going to see, you know, welcoming new team members. Make sure to welcome them, you guys. You know how scary that first step was for you to be, you know, all of a sudden a brand new distributor. Welcome them. Make them feel good. Make them feel like they've made the right decision. Make them feel like they're part of the family by welcoming them, okay? You're also going to see some encouraging posts. You're going to see some self-development just posted in there. That's going to be helpful for you as you're working through your days. You're going to see stuff like this, different trainings posted. If you see a training that's posted, try your hardest to get on it. Even if you don't think it applies to you, there'll be something in there for everybody, okay? Ask questions in that team page. You're part of the family now. That's our family page. That is where you can feel free to ask questions. You can feel free to look, search, use that search bar. For instance, if you have a question like, is hair, skin, nails safe for a pregnant mom? You can search hair, skin, nails or HSN in the search bar, and you'll see posts and probably have an answer to your question before you even have to ask it. So it's just a really, really great resource. Another great resource is Product Coach, and I don't know if somebody else is talking about that, but since I talked about eSuite and the team page, your third really, really amazing resource is going to be www.myitworksproductcoach.com. Claire just posted it in the chat there. That's like your It Works Bible. That's going to have all information about products. Say you've got somebody who's like, well, I'm gluten-free. Do you have anything for me? Go to itworksproductcoach.com. Type in gluten, and everything will come up on information that we have on what's gluten-free, what has gluten in it, stuff like that. So that's where you're going to want to go to find out information about those products that are more details. Always go there before you ask a question. Not only will you learn the answer to your question probably, but you're also going to learn some more information about the products that you didn't even know that you were looking for, okay? So that's a really great resource. Another really important thing when you're just getting started, do this within your first day, maybe your second day of being in the business. You're going to want to make your first post. If you're working this business that's on social media at all, this is vital to your business. You're going to want to make a first post just telling people what you're doing now. You also are going to want to try to sell those wraps. Ask your enroller to tag you in the sample posts that we have. We have a really, really great sample post of like kind of how you can word that, how you can format it on your Facebook page and on your Instagram page. And that will just give you some inspiration and kind of show you the tone that you want to exude when you're making that first post. You can post it with either like a selfie of you or a before and after picture. If you don't post it with a before and after picture as the main picture, make sure to put some before and after pictures in the comments, because that's where people are going to really see what this product does. If they've never heard about it, then you want them to be able to see what it does, because they're going to be so amazed at every single picture that you show. And that's the only way that you're going to be able to show them. Okay, so that first post. The last thing I'm going to talk about is making sure that your head is in the right place. So you just joined this business, you made this decision. Maybe you made it quickly, maybe it took you over a year to make it. Regardless of how long it's taking you to make this decision, it's going to be scary at first. I know this because I joined a couple months after I had heard about this opportunity, and I was terrified. And I know that people who joined after a year or more have felt the same way. So it's okay to be scared. But it's not okay to let that hold you back from working right away, because the only way that this is going to work for you is if you put yourself out there. We say grab your first 4 loyal customers in your first 72 hours, not because we're trying to like push you into it, but because we know that the only way that you're going to get confident in this business is by having conversations with people, is by figuring out those questions early on, and by just growing your confidence and getting those customers and having conversations and talking to people and answering questions and asking questions. Those are going to be things that are going to set you up for the long run in this business. Now, you're going to get some no's. You're going to get a lot of people that ignore you. I'm just being honest with you guys. You'll get a lot of people that will ignore you. And you're going to get some people that are just going to say no. That's okay. People want these products and people are desperate for this business. It's your job to find those people. Okay, so just because the 100 people that you messaged weren't interested in the products, weren't interested in the business right now, doesn't mean that they won't be eventually. And it doesn't mean that they're the only people out there in the world. You guys, there is an unlimited people that we can reach on social media. You'll see people being added to our team all the time, and those are people that are desperate for this business. If there's still people being added, there's more people out there that need this business, and there's more people out there that need these products. So just remember that. Keep yourself in a good headspace. Tell yourself you made a good decision every day. If you start feeling like, oh my gosh, what if I made the wrong thing? Remind yourself why you started. Remind yourself what you're going to do because of this business, and then go from there. If you need extra encouragement, talk to your upline. Say, hey, I'm in a weird headspace right now. Can you help me? Can you remind me why I'm doing this? Can you help me with my wording? Can you help me with my posting? And I promise you they're going to be really happy to help you with that. So that's all I've got. We'll move it on to, I don't know who else, Katie or Britt.
Hey guys. My name is Brittany. I'm a diamond on the team. I have been in the business for 8 months, and it has just completely turned everything around for us. When we got started, we were just in a place where we needed a financial miracle, and this business has been that and more for us. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk to you guys about is gathering your first 4 loyal customers. So Sarah hit on this a little bit. It is so important to scoop up those first 4 loyal customers as quickly as you possibly can. So you want to think of your warm market. Think of the people, I got this from Claire when I started, but think of like the 10 people that you would tell you were pregnant if you were pregnant, and then go approach those people. That's my best advice, is like the first place to look for those, and then start branching off after that from there. So if you go to those 10 people, your family and friends, and they're super supportive and they all become customers, great. If those 10 people, don't want to support you, it's okay. Like Sarah was touching on, it's not the end of the world. You just got to move on and find the people that do want it. When I got started, my family was not very supportive at all, but it's okay. I still found 4 customers really quickly, and my family has come around since then. So don't get discouraged if like the people you're banking on supporting you don't support you, because it's okay. You're going to keep on going with or without their support. So after you go to those 10 people, think of now you're going to want to start thinking of people like maybe old coworkers, current coworkers, people you went to college with, high school with. Heck, if you're still friends on Facebook with people you went to middle school with. Church friends that you go to church with now, or old people that you went to church with. Just think of anyone that you do know personally, and just reach out to them very genuinely. Let them know that you started a business and that you're looking for some product testers to build your portfolio. Would they be interested in trying any one of the 40 plus products we have in exchange for your discount? Or you'll give them their discount in exchange for their honest review. This is a great way, to scoop up some customers as well. And I like to tell my team, it is also, if nothing else, it's planting seeds. So whenever people that I have messaged and sent that kind of template to, there have been people that have been like, oh, no, thanks. And then literally like a month later, they see a post of something and they're like, okay, actually, I do want that. And literally I'll get a message that says, hey, I know I said no when you messaged me a month ago, but actually I would like to try that hair stuff you posted about, or whatever. So it's super important, kind of going back to what she said about having your head in the right place. If someone does, graciously decline, it's fine. Just consider it a seed planted and move on, because I promise you, every seed you plant is very, very crucial to your journey in this business. Okay. And then moving on from getting your first 4 customers, another way that you're going to want to do that besides just reaching out is posting. So kind of what I was just saying. Some people you might reach out to and don't necessarily jump on it, but you know, they're going to one day see something you post that catches their eye. So you want to have a posting game plan. You want to start off posting right away, like Sarah was talking about. Get your first announcement post out there. I like to tell my team to follow up the second day after their initial announcement post with a post that kind of is following up saying, okay, I thank you guys for the great response. I'm down to only 3 product tester positions left. Who has one of the following goals? And then post the goals. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you can get them from your enroller, or you probably search for them on Freedom Legacy. But it's basically just a list of the goals that is an easy way to show people what we offer. They'll pick a goal and then you'll pair them with the product that accomplishes that goal. So I like to tell my team after that announcement post, do a post with the goals and put that sense of urgency. Say you literally only have 3 spots left or 4 spots left or whatever you're wanting to say. You would be surprised how many people now feel so compelled to contact you when you put that sense of urgency out there. After this post, you're just going to want to make sure you're consistently posting about something. So if there's a product you have tried that you love, like hair, skin, and nails, start with that. If you haven't tried anything, ask your enroller what they think the best product is for you to start. They probably have an opinion on what is a hot selling product right now and can point you in the right direction, but just start with something. And I like to tell people, make sure to post about a couple specific products a few times in a row before moving on, because sometimes your audience needs to see it more than once. So keep that in mind. The other thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is following up with these potential loyal customers. So there's going to be some people that you reach out to and you message, or they come to you when they see one of these posts we just talked about, and they're going to ask you, they're going to say, hey, I would like to be a product tester for you, or hey, I'm interested in hair, skin, and nails. And you're going to give them all the info, and then nothing's going to happen. They're just not going to order right that very second. So this is where the follow-up is so important. You'll hear us say a lot in this business that the fortune is in the follow-up. It truly is. So most people that you sign, you're going to have to follow up with a few times at least after that initial conversation. So don't be scared about this. Don't think that you're annoying anybody, because this is part of sealing the deal. So you're going to want to just send a short, sweet, and assertive message to follow up. Something like, hey girl, are you still interested in the cleanse? Hey girl, were you ready to get hair, skin, and nails ordered? Literally just make sure, if you do nothing else, you end it in a question though. So don't beat around the bush with it. Don't be embarrassed to ask. Just short, sweet, and assertive to the point. This is going to help you seal the deal a lot faster than if you kind of beat around the bush. Okay, and then the other thing I want to talk to you guys about is about being fast start qualified. So whenever you get your first 2 loyal customers, that makes you fast start qualified. This is so incredibly exciting, because what this means is from this point forward, every distributor that you sign, you will get $100 when they get their first 2 customers. You'll get a $100 bonus. That's for helping them get fast start qualified. So you're going to want to make sure, in addition to getting those first 4 loyal customers in 72 hours, that you get those first 2 even faster, because the second you get those first 2, you're fast start qualified. And this has to be done in 30 days. So that's incredibly exciting. That sets you up for success for the rest of this business. And then the other thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about is your auto shipment. So when you signed up, you probably had an auto shipment set up automatically for you on the website for 2 boxes of wraps. Be thinking what you personally would like to have your auto shipment set up, whether you want to leave it for 2 boxes of wraps and you just want to sell those wraps every month. That's a great way to get extra income coming in. You can sell those 8 wraps for $25 a piece. So that's $200. And that's just $200 in your pocket. You profit. By the time you pay for what your auto shipment costs, you're going to profit about $70. So that's awesome. Or you can change it to products that you personally want to use. But it is so, so important to have it set up for something, because in this business, you want to be a product of the product. So I like to tell people, if money, obviously we all start this business, because we want extra money. We want that financial freedom. So if money is tight, which it probably is if you just started, make it a part of, get creative and make it a part of your grocery budget. Get greens and shake. Think of what you normally would be going to the grocery store and get something that you can justify being a part of your grocery budget. Get with your enroller if you need help of ideas of first things to try if you've never tried a product before. But whatever you do, it's just so, so important to try something and be a product of the product, because your friends are going to value your personal opinion and your personal testimony of the products that you're trying. So I don't want to sound like I'm, just beating a dead horse with this, but it is so, so important to just try something, get your hands on some products, and you will be so, so glad you did. I think that is everything I've got. So I'm going to pass it on to Katie now.
Hey guys, I'm Katie. I have been doing this for about 18 months now, and it has completely changed my life. I started this when I was 8 months pregnant. I wanted to come home to my 3-year-old and then, be able to be home with my 8-month-old. And a year to the date from actually starting this, I was able to do that. So I now work this business from home with my kids, which is amazing. I get to be with them every single day. So that was my why. In the beginning, when sometimes, things were tough and I was like, oh my gosh, I want this to go faster. I thought back to my why. So I think it was Claire that talked about in the beginning, think about your why every single day, why you're doing this, and why you're pushing forward. So what I want to talk to you guys tonight about is gathering team members. Brittany talked a little bit about getting your first 4 loyal customers, and that is huge. That is so important to start out strong with your first 4 loyal customers. Once you gather those, though, you really want to start looking for team members, because that is how your paycheck just multiplies like crazy. So how I did this in the beginning, I messaged my entire warm market. I got on Facebook. I looked through, the list of people that I was friends with, and I went through anybody that I thought would be awesome at this business and I would like to work with. I wrote their name down and I went through my entire list. There were hundreds of people on that list. And I messaged each and every one. So I really want to encourage you guys, even though it's out of your comfort zone, I'm sure it was way out of my comfort zone to message those people. I was scared of what they would think. I was scared that they would tell me no. I really encourage you to message them anyways. It's not going to kill you. The worst somebody can say is no. And, I can't even tell you how many people told me no in the beginning and have since come around and joined my team. So I would send everybody a message, something really simple and extremely personal. Nobody wants just a crappy, just a message sent, that means nothing. That's copy and pasted to each and every one of your Facebook friends. They want a personal message. So I would, when I message everybody, I said something like, hey, Sarah, I don't know if you've seen my post, but I just started a new business and I am so excited about it. And when I was thinking about who I would just love to do this business with and who would just rock this, you were the first person that came to mind. And then I told them why. So, if they have an amazing outgoing personality, tell them that. If they, have an amazing network, tell them that. If they have an awesome social media presence and their pictures are amazing, that's where you tell them that. And then I always end, with a question. So have you ever thought about making an income from home? Don't just leave it, hey, let me know if you're interested, because they're probably not going to message you. So ask them a question, make them interact with you. But that was what I did to get my first few team members. And then the other thing that is so crucial is getting a party scheduled. My wrap party, my in-home wrap party, I had a week, I think it was a week after I got started. But I think 3 people were there, so huge turnout. But 1 person signed up as a distributor and 2 people signed up as loyals. And one of the people that signed up as a loyal soon became a distributor. So getting a wrap party, talking about these products and letting people see how excited you are about this business is huge. Wrap parties they draw people in. People generally come to wrap parties or any party knowing that they're going to either buy something or join something. That's just, if somebody invited me to, a sell and dot party, I would know I was going to buy jewelry. So get people to a wrap party. Host one in your first 2 weeks. Even if you don't have any products or know anything about them, I had 0 products at my wrap party. I literally had to call my upline and say, hey, will you shoot me some wraps? Because I have no wraps. My kit had not come in yet. And I had no products to go off of. So we talked just straight out of the catalog. She gave me a catalog and I just talked about them. And I didn't know what I was talking about, really. I had to text my upline like 20 times during the party. But it's okay. Nobody expects you to know anything. You just started this business. So don't feel like you have to know everything. Just be excited. People want to see you excited about this, and that's it. Also, if you're not local to your upline, it's also an awesome option to do an online wrap party. So ask your upline about that. But or if you have friends that are not local to you, it's a great way to get people involved and talking about the business that way. So that was getting your first team members. I want to talk to you a little bit too about messaging. All right, I know I just talked a little bit about like messaging your warm market, the people that you know. What I started though, after my first couple weeks, I started reaching out to everybody. So you guys, when I say messaging everybody, I message about 60 people a day. It's a little different some days in the beginning when I was still working full time. Sometimes I could only message, 20 people a day. But what I really want you to start doing is interacting, because the people that you're interacting with are the people that you're going to be able to message about this business. So get on your Instagram, get on your Facebook, and just start commenting on people's photos, liking their photos, going back and forth with them a little bit. Same on Instagram. And then you can just shoot them a message after a couple of days, because you've formed a little bit of a relationship with them, and people will be a lot more receptive to you sending them a message if you've shown interest in their life. Now, when you're messaging these people, make sure that you actually like their profile and you would want to work with these people. When I'm commenting on people's posts, I make sure that I actually, mean what I say. And when I'm following people on Instagram, it's actually people that I would want to work with. So send them something very simple. My cold message is something to the effect of, hey, hope you don't think I'm totally creeping on your page, but I'm so obsessed with your pictures and you would be amazing at what I do. It leaves it like a little bit open-ended. They kind of, what does she do? So a lot of times people message me and say, what do you do? Or, just thank you. And then we start a conversation from there. So starting to really interact with people will get you messaging the amount of people that you need to be successful. This business is a numbers game. Okay. So if you're messaging 2 to 3 people a day, chances are it's going to take you quite a while to grow your team. Okay. The more people you can talk to about this business, the better chance you have of sealing the deal with you and growing your team. I also want to talk to you guys a little bit about going Ruby. If you guys don't have this printed out, you're going to go into your eSuite, go to Document Library, and just hit Ruby chart in the search bar. Okay? This is your roadmap. If you can get this Ruby chart down, you really only need this chart right now, okay? Because guess what? Going Emerald is 2 rubies. Going Diamond is 3 rubies. So if you can figure this all out, you've got the whole business figured out and you can just roll with it. So basically these are all right here, distributors. A lot of time in the beginnings, people are like, okay, is this 5 customers? And then I'm Ruby? Nope, that would be awesome, but these are distributors, okay? So I'm gonna fill this in. Say you sign your first team member, okay? Let's say her name's Megan. And then you sign another one. Okay. You've got your first two team members, which is awesome. If you look here, going executive is 2 team members, okay? So you already boxed for your first promotion, which is awesome. And you're well on your way to being Ruby, okay? Let's say you sign somebody else. You sign your neighbor. Your neighbor, say her name's Jen, she signs her husband and her sister. Your chart is filled. I can't think of any names right now. Jen and Ben, awesome. Okay, so you've got your Ruby chart filled. The awesome thing about this is you only had to sign 3 of these. This person right here, fill these other boxes for you. That's what the beauty of this business is, that we work as a team. If Jen, is having a hard time, she just signs her husband, Ben, you could fill this box for her. You could sign a distributor and put it right there, and you've got your Ruby chart filled. I just want to make a note right here. 400 GV is underneath all of these boxes, okay? When we're talking about GV and PBV, I know it's super confusing, okay? BV is basically our dollar amount, okay? So everything is assigned a dollar amount, and there it's assigned a BV. Sometimes it's the same as a dollar amount, sometimes it's not, but it's our It Works dollar amount. When we're talking about personal volume, that is only the loyal customers underneath you. When we are talking about group volume, it is your loyal customers plus all of their loyal customers, okay? So the last thing I was going to talk about is placing volume. Once you get your first 4 loyal customers, you can start passing, which is awesome, okay? This is the best thing about this business. Say Megan and Sarah are at 400, okay? That's great. Let's say Ben's at 200 and Ann's at 300. Okay? You don't have to worry about passing to Jen because her group volume is made up of this right here. So her group volume right now is already past 400, so you're good there. But to get to your Ruby promotion, you need these people both to be at 400, okay? It's awesome if they can do it by themselves, but guess what? This business, you don't have to let anybody else hold you back. If you want that promotion, go get it. You can pass 200 in volume down here to Ben, and you can pass 100 over here to Ann. And you've got your Ruby chart full, and you can go grab your promotion. I know it's like super confusing in the beginning, but this is a chart. It's super easy once you get the hang of it. But if you have questions about it, just ask your upline, because we are more than we are more than happy to help you with it. Once you start doing it and you get the hang of it, after a couple of days or weeks, you'll be fine. You'll be good to go. You'll understand the GV and PBV and all that good stuff. But just ask if you have questions. So I think that's all I have.
Perfect. Thank you. You just explained Ruby really, really well. Okay, so that's the basics, you guys. That's the basics of what you need to know as you're getting started. Everything that we just went over. This is recorded, so if you're going to want to watch this video again, just so you can maybe catch something that you didn't catch, it will be published so that you can watch it. But I just wanted to quickly just say, as you're getting started and you're establishing this social media presence and you're messaging people and you're reaching out to people, something that I always tell people is that people are going to buy you before they buy the business. So it's very important when you start a business like this that you brand yourself, that you actually have a brand, that you have a reason that people are going to want to join you in your journey, that people are going to believe your belief in these products and in this business. So you're going to want to take a few minutes and just kind of think about what you want your brand to be. Do you want to be positive and uplifting? Do you want to be someone who, someone who just really stands up for health and wellness, and you're very conscientious in that area? Whatever is important to you, that needs to come through with everything that you post, everything that you say, and just who you are. You're building a brand. So what that means is that you're not going to let anything on your social media from this point on that's inconsistent with your brand. You are now a business, and as much as we want you to stay personal and we want you to be someone that people can relate to, at the end of the day, you still have to be professional. And being independent distributors of It Works Global means that we are our own customer service representatives. Okay, when a customer is unhappy, we're the ones who take the fall. That's what being a really good independent distributor is all about. We take the fall. We take care of them. We're the ones checking in with our customers, making sure that they're happy. We're the ones leading our teams and taking ownership and responsibility. We don't leave that on the shoulders of corporate or on the shoulders of our larger company. That's who we are as independent distributors. So if you want to be positive and uplifting and motivational to people, then you're going to stop sharing any kind of negativity on your page. Anything that's negative, politically, or anything that might alienate certain members of your market. You're going to want to be really I'm trying to think of the word, but really relatable to all kinds of people. Because the great thing about our business is that we have products for absolutely everyone. We have products for men and women, from people from age 18 all the way up to, 100 if they want to. And so you're going to want to stay relatable. You're going to want to be likable. You're going to want to project a presence of yourself out there that is really likable and attractive to others. So when you're starting this business, make sure that you're taking some time to think about what you want your brand to be. I usually tell people, just write down your top 3 things that are most important to you that you want to come through in your brand. And then make sure that as you're starting this business, that your mindset is in the right place. And you'll hear us talk a lot on trainings about self-development. And what we mean by that is we mean reading self-development books, spending a little bit of time every morning, whether it's listening to a podcast, listening to an audiobook, or reading a physical book that is going to further you in your journey as not only a business owner, but also as a person. This is so important to going far in your business. And in sales, we are in sales, we're sharing an opportunity, but we are, at the end of the day, we are in sales, and you're going to be told no at certain times, and that's okay. But you have to be prepared for that, and you have to be a strong, confident person in yourself. And this comes from reading self-development books and from taking that time to really develop yourself. So make sure that you're doing that. We always have lists, that we're posting in the team pages, but a couple of good ones that you can get started with. Chase the Lion is a really good book. The Compound Effect is a great one. The Circle Maker, I'm just looking at basically just reading my bookshelf right now. But just get a couple of books that are going to get you started, and spend at least 10 to 15 minutes every morning just in self-development, making sure that your mind is in the right place. And another thing that I like to talk about when it comes to mindset is you have to believe that you can be successful at this business in order for you to be successful at this business. There's something that comes with knowing that you're going to go all the way in this company that takes you so far. So if you have any self-doubt, or if you're wondering if you're capable of doing this, reach out to your upline for some encouragement. That's what we're here for. But also take some time, pray, read your self-development books, and just remind yourself that you're worthy of this opportunity. You're worthy of that promotion that you're reaching for. And write down your goals. Write down your why. Get a dream board. Write down the things that you want to accomplish with this business, whether that's retiring yourself or retiring your spouse or buying a new home or buying a new vehicle. Whatever it is that you're reaching for with this business, visualize that. Put that on a dream board and work towards that, because every time you hear the word no, that dream board is going to be in front of you, and you're going to remember that that's more important than the way that you might feel for a few minutes after someone tells you no. And that's what's going to get you back up and get you excited, because you're going to hear so many yeses, and you're going to build a team that's going to become your family, and you're going to absolutely love this adventure, and you're going to get the things that you're looking for out of it. And then the last thing I just wanted to say is make sure that you're connecting with your upline. And we've said this, we've all said this several times throughout the training tonight, but that is what we are here for. And many of us do have larger teams, and so sometimes it's hard for us to check in with everybody, every couple of hours. We can get busy, but we are here for you. And if you reach out to us, I know I can speak for every single one of us, if you reach out to us, we will be there for you, and we will be able to come right back. But if you don't let us know that you need help, then we don't know that you need help. So if you're struggling with something, you have a question about something, you just want to run something by us, that's what we're here for. Just reach out to us. Whoever enrolled you, reach out to them, and then all of us are here for you as well. That's what the team page is for. So if you have a question that you want, the greater team to be able to address, please feel free to post in Freedom Legacy. That's what it's there for. So anyways, thank you for tuning into this training tonight. It speaks volumes to us that you came, that you showed up, and that you're wanting to learn. And I would just encourage you tonight to write down a little bit about your brand, to write down your why, and also to do your list of people that you want on your team and people that you want to become your customers. And get with your upline and just share those things with them. Share your why, and share some of your goals, because we love to hear those so that we can encourage you and pray for you. So thanks so much for being on, guys. We really appreciate it. Have a great night.